Hey guys, we're in the wrong sim again. We're in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And why? Well, because I learned there's a H145 helicopter that you can get that has an action pack that you can fly, that gives you actual missions. Oh, that's awesome. I've tried several times to get this stuff to work. I've had so much trouble. Suddenly my my flight simulator didn't work in VR. Suddenly it crashed. I tried to do a integrity check on Steam, which just deleted the entire game, so I had to download it again, and downloading the game takes forever because Microsoft has done something stupid when they made this game. So 170 gigs take way longer to download than it would from just Steam. Yeah, so after a lot of annoyance, I think I finally managed to get stuff to work. I tried to use the recording thingy that comes with the game, and that was just confusing and annoying. So instead I downloaded something called Sky Dolly. So let's see how that works with the replay thingy. There's been a road accident between the town of Gvarv and Bø. Not sure exactly what the accident is, but it's been a road accident. This is my home field. I've flown around here in this game before in Cessna. My place is over there on the other side of the lake. We're flying as straight as possible. That's one of the advantages with the oh, sorry, VR glasses and all here. The advantage of having an air ambulance is, of course, you can go screw the roads. It runs relatively well. As I have it now in VR, I don't think I would want to fly in New York. At all. I think that would be single frame experience with the resolution and everything I have now. So if I want to fly VR with okay resolution and graphics, I'm gonna have to stay away from New York and the big cities. I'm gonna try and do some flying in Oslo later, which is my hometown where I grew up. It doesn't look exactly right in this game. I'm still pissed by the Nordic update that came out well over a year ago now. Roads are bad, churches are bad, buildings are bad. I tried to land, there's like down in Skien, the closest city to here, large city, you know, just flat textures, buildings missing, the hospital is missing. I had to land in the forest to deliver a patient in another mission here. When I tried to learn the ropes, you just land in the forest and he just takes the patient into the forest and, I don't know, feeds him to the wolves or something. So yeah, really they should do a proper Nordic update, and really they need some proper photogeometry cities. The fact that Oslo and Stockholm still is just generic stuff is just not really acceptable, man. Anyway, so actually doing search and rescue and air ambulance and fire stuff, you know what that reminds me of? A game from the ancient times of gaming. Well, maybe not ancient times, but definitely Old Testament age of gaming. Simcopter. Anyone play that? Remember that? Where you could fly around in a city and do all kinds of fire extinguishing, ambulance stuff, cop stuff. I had so much fun with that. That game is now 26 years old. That's very, very old. That's older than like probably 2 billion human beings are at this point. And you could even make cities in SimCity 2 and then fly in them in Simcopter. Oh, that was awesome stuff, man. Didn't look quite as good as this, I must say. No, it just didn't look as good as this, I have to admit that. Even when you flew with those sci-fi towers, if you used the future city that you had built up with huge city towers inside the city. Still didn't look as good as this though. Just didn't. The little town in front of us here, on the other side of the lake, is Gvarv. Known for its apples and apple products. Lots of apple orchards for large-scale production of apples. I think it's the largest scale production of apples on the eastern side of Norway. I'm not sure, but I think. And apparently someone has had an accident around here. I'm not really sure why it suddenly makes a lot more noise than other times. It makes noise when you have a high speed and makes noise when you slow down. It's a bit odd. There's Gvarv on the left-hand side there. It's not a big place, but they do love their apples. They have also a beer production thingy that make crafts beer. My stepdad loves driving past there when he's visiting us to get some fancy beers. It's nice of them to put out smoke. And we're trying to slow down here. This chopper feels very, very different from the Huey in DCS, which is what I'm most experienced with, together with the Apache in DCS. Last time I flew a helicopter in a civilian sim in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I could land at the Twin Towers. Those aren't there yet any longer. That's how old I am and how long ago I flew a helicopter in a Microsoft Flight Simulator game. Apparently this sim doesn't actually have support for helicopter, which is why it may be behaving a bit strangely. Apparently they are adding helicopter physics support in big update coming. Who knows when that will happen? There's an accident there. Wrong fire trucks and wrong ambulance. I'm not sure why Americans are dealing with an accident in Norway. Would help a lot with immersion if you had proper cars here. Would also help if cars didn't just suddenly spawn inside the accident site and drive away. That's a bit odd. I guess I can't be too picky here. It's a motorcycle, apparently. Oh, there's a magic car again. Looks like the same car, and it's driving into the hills. Okay. Like if this was a Norwegian ambulance, that would be so much cooler. Or a Norwegian police car or something, instead of that 80s, 90s American ambulance thingy there. I'm expecting some 80s bad guys to jump out of it and plan some sort of heist. Another yellow car. Oh, a bit hard landing here. And we have to put them on idle. Here you go. And there, I think. What's the situation there, sir? Yes, waving. Very nice. Very nice waving. Also goes back there. Ooh, that is rather cool though. Look at him go. And then it stands there. Okay. I guess it was too much to dream about animation picking up and putting on the gurney, etc. But you know, it's something. I mean, it's still, you can still basically do rescue stuff in your backyard. Guess I shouldn't be too picky about the wrong ambulances and stuff. This is actually pretty fucking impressive what I've done here. Come on, do something. Oh, another yellow car. I didn't know yellow cars were that popular in Norway, but okay. He's still standing there, taunting him like, yeah, maybe I'll save you. Maybe, if you pay me enough. Ooh, we saved him. I guess he paid him. Okay. Let's close that door. Oh, there you go. How's he going? Is he alive? Or should I dump him in the lake? Okay, so we're keeping him. I guess so. There you go. And it's looking for a hospital. I wonder which one. Ooh, it's found one. Yeah. Let's take that one. That's not Skien Hospital. I can see that right away. It might be Notodden Hospital. You'll see. Notodden is roughly that way. And let's get up above the hills here. Norway is quite hilly. And come on, almost at max collective here. Gotta be careful. Just slowly increasing speed and height. Increasing height at about the same rate as the ground comes up. So let's just straighten out the little copter a bit and it will rise up. And there we go. Above the first hills. We're flying straight. Now it's complaining again, I think. It makes that noise when you hit the maximum speed, it appears, or close to. It also makes that noise when you slow down. Strange. I don't think we're heading to Notodden. Man, this chopper really wants to go fast, man. You take your cyclic a bit forward and it just accelerates way too much for its own liking. See, just dip the nose slightly and it flies away. Come on, there you go. The co-pilot has done shit. Look at him, doesn't he have his hands on the stick, ready to take over? No, we're definitely not going to Notodden. There's Notodden and Kongsberg. It was either Kongsberg or all the way to Drammen. I tried to say Drammen in English and it became Drammen. So apparently this guy is injured to the extent he needs to go to Kongsberg. I don't know if Kongsberg actually has any better facilities than Notodden. It might be that this game slash tablet over there don't know that Notodden has a hospital. Maybe there's a hospital but not an helipad, I don't know. I don't know if Kongsberg even have a helipad. I know Skien does. I'm sure Drammen has. I don't know if Notodden and Kongsberg actually have a helipad or air ambulance. Let's zoom in again. So this is the wilds between Notodden and Kongsberg. Driven here many times. If you see that little red road going on the tablet there to the left on the tablet, that road, been on that road many times. It can get quite foggy if you're driving there at the wrong time of year. In fact, this whole place can get quite foggy. That lake we drove over just now, in the around this time of year actually, you can get really foggy at night and early morning. See, this guy just wanna fly, man. The speed limit on this helicopter is way too low for its own wishes. You wanna go fast, man. You wanna go at least 200 knots, I'm sure. As you see, there's lots of trees and there are lots of little lakes or ponds, depending on how you wanna classify them. So yeah, this is really cool. One thing, it looks really nice flying in this helicopter. You have great view. You have a great view of the landscape when you're flying quite low. Large glass cockpit. You can see so much, and you can see by your legs, and yeah, this is great. Even if you don't wanna rescue people, if you just wanna let them die, or if you just wanna fly the luxury version or whatever, you know, it's a great sightseeing thingy, this thing. We're getting closer. It goes really fast flying here across country in around 130 knots. When you're actually driving, it feels like forever. It takes about 90 minutes to go from our place to Kongsberg by driving more or less this route. You know, I fly over the hills and don't follow the roads, but you know, you drive from us to Gvarv where we landed, and then from Gvarv to Notodden, and from Notodden to Kongsberg, and it takes about 90 minutes. I've been in the air in about 25 minutes now, and I'm almost there. And I started further away than our home, and I stopped, of course, to rescue the guy. I wonder if he survived or if he's becoming a donor. now I'm actually quite high. Does this thing even have analog dials in case the digital stuff breaks? I haven't seen any. So what happens if the digital thing breaks? How will I know my speed, altitude and whatnot? There's at least analog compass over there. That's good. But where's the damn? That seems like a oversight. It might be here somewhere. As usual, I haven't actually learned to fly anything before flying it. I can say this behaves very realistically. Again, I have no experience with real helicopters, so don't, believe me. But, it feels light, it feels a bit on rails compared to the Huey and DCS, but it is a much more modern, much more modern helicopter. So of course it's not gonna feel like a Huey, which is basically run on elastics. Anyway, here's Kongsberg. It's a bit of a winter sports place. There's some alpine skiing thingy around in the hills here in winter. As you see, there's no snow yet. But I did find the hospital, and that is actually the hospital. I know that hospital. You drive past it, or you used to drive past it when you drove through Kongsberg to get to Drammen or Oslo. Now they built a fancy new road, so you don't have to drive through Kongsberg to get to Drammen. There's some rapids on my left here. They look quite impressive when there's a lot of water. You definitely don't want to fall in there. And for some reason there's lots and lots of red houses in the Nordic update. Like, Norway don't have that many red houses. We have white houses. Most of our houses are white. Our barns are red, our houses are white. And grey and blue and yellow. Oh, there's a yellow one. But there are not that many red houses. Like, look in the hills over there, there's so many red houses. Okay, let's put this baby down. Nice and easy. I'm not really sure you're gonna land here if Kongsberg Hospital has a helipad. I'm not sure you're gonna land here. Maybe. I don't remember. This might actually be where the helipad is. It just doesn't look like this, of course. You don't land on some gravel close to some trees. There generally aren't any trees near helipads for obvious reasons. Come on, a bit closer. No? Not any closer? No, okay. a bit hard landing there. And we have to put it on idle again for the guy to go out. How you doing, buddy? Let's open that, get some air in. Yeah, this actually looks not that wrong from the actual hospital. How's it going there, buddy? And yeah, let's just leave him there. You can harvest his organs or whatever later. He disappeared. God damn, he sacrificed him to the gods. That's a bit nasty. Let's close this thing again. So, hey buddy! Good thing you came back with a gurney there. Are you gonna put it in? Yeah. That is actually really, really cool, man. That is freaking awesome. This really is Simcopter level 2020. Man. I'm just gonna turn off the helicopter now. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. You got the full mission. I know it's a bit long, I don't know how many will bother to watch this, but this is really cool. I wanted a Simcopter for so many years now. I really wanted it. I love that game. See you later, guys.